Imagine diving deep into the ocean, no scuba tank, no snorkel, just your lungs. The vibrant coral reefs, the schools of fish swirling around you, the sheer vastness of the blue abyss, all accessible in a single breath. What if humans could breathe underwater just like fish? It might sound like science fiction, but today we're exploring what the world would look like if we evolved with gills. Join me as we journey into the depths of this extraordinary possibility. First, let's talk biology. Humans, as we are now, are creatures of the air. We breathe air using lungs, intricate sacs that draw oxygen from the atmosphere. But to breathe underwater, we'd need gills, elegant, efficient organs that extract oxygen from water. This transformation would require a fundamental shift in our anatomy. Our necks would likely host visible gill slits, allowing water to flow over these respiratory organs. Our lungs, no longer essential for breathing, would either shrink or evolve into secondary systems, perhaps aiding in buoyancy control. And our diaphragm, the powerful muscle that drives our breathing, would need to become even stronger, working tirelessly to pump water over the gill surfaces. Even our blood chemistry would need to adapt, developing specialized proteins to process oxygen in a water-based environment, much like fish do today. Now imagine for a moment a world where humans equipped with gills could inhabit the oceans. Our cities, those bustling hubs of life, might expand beyond the coastline, spilling over into the seas. Picture colossal, bubble-like domes lining the ocean floor, shimmering like underwater cities of glass. Inside, life would continue much as it does above the surface. Schools of children, their laughter echoing through the water, would learn about the wonders of the deep. Stores stocked with goods from both land and sea would cater to the needs of these aquatic citizens, and homes, nestled within coral reefs or anchored to the seabed, would offer a tranquil respite from the ocean currents. We might even harness the power of these currents, using them to generate clean energy for our underwater metropolises. Food, a cornerstone of any civilization, could come from sustainable fish farms and vast seaweed plantations, providing sustenance for these underwater communities. Daily life as we know it would undergo a dramatic transformation. Instead of walking to work, imagine the freedom and exhilaration of swimming. The daily commute would become a graceful ballet, gliding through shimmering tunnels of water. Vacations would take on a whole new meaning, with families embarking on deep-sea adventures, exploring the hidden wonders of the abyss. Children, their laughter echoing through the water, would learn to dive before they could walk, the ocean their playground. And technology, always adapting, would be reimagined for this aquatic existence. Waterproof phones, their screens glowing softly in the dim light, would keep us connected. Screens, impervious to the water pressure, would entertain and inform. We might even see the rise of wearable computers, sleek and streamlined, designed specifically for use in the sea. Living in the oceans, however, would not be without its challenges. For the first time we would come face to face with the consequences of our actions. The plastic pollution choking the life out of coral reefs would no longer be an abstract concept but a stark reality. The devastation of overfishing leaving once thriving ecosystems barren would be impossible to ignore. This first-hand exposure to the fragility of marine ecosystems might, one hopes, inspire a new era of environmental consciousness. Humans, witnessing the impact of their actions, might finally treat the oceans with the respect they deserve. We could become stewards of the sea, protecting its delicate balance and ensuring its health for generations to come. But there is another possibility, a darker side to this aquatic coin. Chapter 5. The Perils of the Deep. Breathing underwater, as remarkable as it would be, wouldn't make the ocean a playground devoid of danger. The creatures we share the sea with, from the smallest jellyfish to the largest shark, would still pose a threat. The ocean's depths, shrouded in darkness and subject to immense pressure changes, would remain a hazardous environment, and underwater volcanoes, spewing molten lava and toxic gases, would serve as a constant reminder of the Earth's raw power. Even our own bodies, adapted for aquatic life, would face limitations. Our eyes, accustomed to the clarity of air, would struggle in the ocean's murky depths. Our internal organs, adapted for a certain pressure range, would be vulnerable to the crushing weight of the deep sea. Navigating this alien world, without the aid of sophisticated equipment, would require further evolution, a fine-tuning of our senses and physiology to meet the ocean's unique challenges. Chapter 6. A Tale of Two Worlds. The emergence of a water-breathing humanity begs a fascinating question. Would society as we know it remain unified? Or would we see a divergence, a split between the land-dwellers and the water-breathers? Imagine two distinct cultures evolving, each shaped by their environment. The land-dwellers, tied to the soil and the sun, might retain their connection to the natural world, their traditions rooted in the cycles of the earth. The water-breathers, on the other hand, might develop a more fluid, adaptable culture, their lives dictated by the ebb and flow of the tides. Economies, too, would likely diverge. Land-dwellers would continue to rely on agriculture, mining and manufacturing, while water-breathers might turn to aquaculture, deep-sea mining, and the harvesting of unique marine resources. Trade between these two worlds, however, would flourish. Deep-sea minerals, rare marine species, and innovative underwater technologies would be highly sought after by those on land. Chapter 7. A Future Yet Written. The reality, of course, is that humans may never naturally develop gills. The evolutionary path that led to our air-breathing existence is long and complex, and reversing it is beyond our current capabilities. However, the human spirit, ever curious, ever inventive, is not one to be deterred by the limitations of biology. Scientists today are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, exploring the potential of artificial gills, oxygen-absorbing liquids, and even genetic engineering. These cutting-edge technologies, though still in their infancy, offer a tantalizing glimpse into a future where breathing underwater might not be just a dream. But until that day arrives, we have a responsibility to protect the oceans we have. These vast, mysterious bodies of water are not just a potential future home for gill-equipped humans, they are vital to life on Earth as we know it. Outro: Our Blue Planet awaits. If you enjoyed this dive into the realm of possibility, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking explorations. And let us know in the comments, what other what-if scenarios should we explore? What wonders of science, technology, or the natural world spark your curiosity? For now, let's remember the awe-inspiring power and beauty of our oceans, and strive to be better caretakers of this precious planet we call home. Thanks for watching.